reminder, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Then.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm Alice Ray, Relationship Executive of Outbase Academy. It's an absolute pleasure to welcome you all this special panel discussion on the importance of having your dream as we celebrated our International Women's Day 2025. Today we are gathered joined.
Connect India. When connect India.
Sorry.
Can everyone please unmute?
Hello, have an issue? Hello?
No, Alicia, you can proceed. Somebody
Okay.
by mistake unmuted.
Okay. Today we are joined by an incredible panel of inspiring women from diverse fields who will share their journeys, challenges, and power of having a dream. Dreams are the seeds of a change. They push us forward and limits and forward and shape our future. Whether you are a professional or a student or someone exploring new possibilities, this discussion will surely inspire you to embrace your aspiration with confidence. So let's get started. To officially commence on this special occasion, we to honor hearing a warm welcome from Arati, our relationship executive. The words will set the tone of today's celebration, remaining a significance of this event. Please join me in welcoming Arati. Please welcome Arati.
Thank you, Anusri. Good evening, everyone. I feel really happy to be a part of this program, and I'm very happy to see you all gathering together regarding the celebration of International Women's Day. It's my immense pleasure to have the opportunity to welcome all of you to our program, The Importance of Having Your Own Dream. Today, we are very lucky to have such wonderful leaders to guide us. I'm very happy and I feel very proud to welcome our panelists. Srimati Geeta Joshi, author, ex-Chief Manager, Canara Bank. Srimati Anita Menon, educator, Yellow Train School, Coimbatore. Dr. Vandana V.S., psychologist, assistant professor, Department of Psychology, Christ College. Dr. Simi Sunny, American Heart Federation, postdoctoral fellow, University of Alabama. Dr. Saumya Krishnan, research scientist, State University of New York. I would also like to invite Mr. Romnath CP, our Director of Outpace Academy, Chinju Nair, General Manager, Outpace Academy, Anjana, Moderator of today's discussion, Teacher, Outpace Academy. Also, I welcome our admin staff, teachers, parents, and all other guests gathered here. I am so excited to see you all and a warm welcome to all of you. Thank you.
Alisri, you are in mute.
Alishri, can you unmute and speak? I think she's unable to unmute. There may be some technical issue.
Okay. Thanks. Sorry.
Okay. No problem.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. As we gather here today to celebrate International Women's Day, it is important to reflect the purpose and significance of this occasion. To share more about why we are here and vision behind this event, I am honored to invite distinguished leader who plays a pivotal role in guiding Outpace Academy towards excellence. Please join in me welcoming our esteemed GM to enlighten us as GM Chinju to enlighten us as on the purpose of today's program. Please welcome Chinju.
Thank you, Alisri. Hi. Very good evening, everyone. A happy Women's Day. It is an absolute honor to welcome you all to this special event, our International Women's Day online panel discussion on the topic, the importance of having your own dream. You know that dream was a short word but contains everything. Yeah, actually, in Outways Academy, we believe in power of dreams. So today we are gathered here not just to celebrate a Women's Day celebration, not like that, definitely, but to emphasize the importance of ambition, resilience, and the courage to dream big. We all know that women across the world have played a crucial role in shaping societies, breaking barriers, and creating impact in diverse fields. But at the same time, we know that many still hesitate to prioritize their own dreams, often placing others' needs above their aspirations. I hope through this panel discussion, we aim to ignite a conversation that empowers, inspires, and encourages women to embrace their dreams unapologetically. Today, actually, we are privileged to have with us some truly inspiring women's leader who will share their experiences, challenges, and insights. I'm sure their journey will serve as a beacon of hope and motivation for all of us. I think this kind of celebration is just a reminder for us. We can consider like that. Like, yeah, remind ourselves, not only for ourselves, and but also for those around us, that having a dream, it is not a luxury, it is a necessity. Yeah, definitely. Every woman deserves that opportunity to dream, to aspire, and to achieve. As a part of a community, together we can create an environment where those dreams are nurtured and transformed into reality. I, as a member of Outpace family, really feel proud to address you all on this wonderful occasion. Thank you for being a part of this meaningful conversation. And again, I would like to remind that this is not a celebration. Let's celebrate ambition, resilience, and courage to dream big. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chinju, for your inspiring words and for emphasizing the importance of this event. Your vision and your leadership continue to drive positive change at Outpace Academy. As we move forward, it's our program. It is the time to introduce our chief guest and something says about our Outpace Academy. To do the honor, we have with a visionary leader whose dedication and commitment have been instrumental in shaping Outpace Academy in hub of in excellence. It's my privilege to invite respected director Mr. Omnath to introduce our distinguished chief guest. Let's welcome Sir.
Thank you, Alishri. Anyway, I can see all ladies, women faces here. I feel like I'm the only man sitting in the room. Anyway, there will be a few more people joining, I hope. Happy Women's Day to all of you. The role I am given is to introduce something about Outpace Academy, what does Outpace Academy, what we do, and I want to introduce our panelist also. When I was calling the panelist and I was discussing with them, I have already told that I don't know how many people will be participating in this program, because when we discuss about dreams itself, some people fear about dreaming. Okay, what is that? I don't know, like that. I have seen that. But here I'm really better all of you mute yourself, and yeah. So here it is. I'm really happy that we have a good number here. And I think we will get a lot of questions, suggestions, discussions, hopefully arguments. We are expecting that. And the people gathered here, we have from various places. I have seen the registration. It is from India. Definitely, we have some many people from Gulf countries. We have people from Africa. We have somebody from US, UK. I think we have somebody from Europe, Singapore. It's a wider audience, and whoever joined, they have something in their mind. Okay, what I will get from this, or what will be the discussion, and how can we further like continue the discussion. That is what is very important. Let us see. Anyway, a happy Women's Day to all of you. I will go to the duty assigned to me today. I will just introduce what is Outpace Academy. We decided to do so because many were asking, "Oh, what is Outpace Academy? We have not seen." A few people were asking me when I was getting calls regarding this program. So I will just introduce Outpace Academy. Yeah, you can see touching hearts, awakening wisdom. We believe wisdom is already within the hearts of the every child, not only children, adults also. Just we have to awaken that, and that is what we are trying to do. We provide holistic education, that even if we are providing chess classes, academic tuition, all those things, the parents are here. They know how we are treating the students, how we are interacting with them, how our teachers are interacting with them. To give this, we need a lot of good teachers, and we are sure all our teachers are having good interaction with the children, where they love them like anything. Very, very, very interactive sessions are going on, and we are very happy for that. And we empower young minds with knowledge, wisdom, and we help them for innovation. And ultimately, we are trying to shape a brighter future. And we are everywhere. We have students from almost all continents. Somebody was telling we have students from all continents. I told no, we don't have from Antarctica. I was telling that. So from everywhere we have students now. And but the crowd for this discussion is a bit less. You may be knowing the reason for that. And see, what are our specialities? We give personalized attention, and we focus on holistic development, and we have a supportive community. Everybody asks me, "Are you running an edtech?" I was confused actually whether it is an edtech or something else, because edtech has now become a term where there is no human interaction. It is just an interaction between technology and human being that has become like that. So here for children, especially for smaller kids, there should be a human interaction, and we are trying to provide that to the children. We give them time to talk, discuss, and explore like that. We have some offline programs also. This was the program that we have conducted for our students, and forest walk and all we are conducting. So we are online, but sometimes we go offline with the children. That gives us a lot of happiness and pleasure, and they enjoy it a lot. And the courses that we provide, some of them were asking, even the guests were asking, what are all the courses that we are giving? We have chess classes, academic tuition classes, Carnatic music, flute classes are there, vocal is there, guitar, violin, keyboard, classical dance classes are there, drawing classes, personal development classes, and some short-term courses like Vedic math and Rubik's Cube, handwriting course, yoga classes, and all we give. So these are all about Outpace Academy. You should be knowing who is conducting this program. And we have many parents and teachers and staff here, but there are people outside Outpace family. So that is why we just wanted to explain. Yeah. We have a very good team, and we are committed to the development of every student who associate with us. With the multiple courses we provide, we identify the potential of each one of them and collaborate with their parents to nurture their potential. The parents who join here know we every 3 months we are conducting the parent-teacher meeting. We have the report card program, and we'll be sharing with those parents. We'll have discussions like that. It is a completely collaborative program that we are conducting, and we build a community. That is what we are focusing on. Even if the student pass out from the academy, we keep on maintaining that relationship with them, and that is what we always did, and that is what we are doing, and that will be our future program also, I can say. And now it is time for the discussion, the importance of having your own dream. And I will introduce our panelist. Yeah. Geeta, I will start with Anita Menon, Mrs. Anita Menon. Srimati Anita Menon is a passionate teacher, and her school, Yellow Train, I was just going through the profile, and there I felt the life is a celebration for them. They live with nature, explore the universe, and expand their vision. It's a wonderful campus. I would love to visit there once. She was inviting me anyway. And what motivated me to invite her to our program is when they started, it was just 2 children, and now the number has gone to 600. And she was telling when nobody was ready to accept, there is no homework. There is sometimes they don't write every day. We have all those things, if they are not getting the marks and all, every month they should get the mark and progress report, all those things. If they don't see, no parent is going to accept that. But they were waiting for all these years, and now the number has increased, and I feel like her and her teams, actually, the perseverance and belief in their vision have earned society's approval over the years, and we should appreciate that. And we are lucky to have her here today with us. And talking about Srimati Geeta Joshi, she's an author and former bank official who has served the nation for years. And her writing, you should be reading. Those who are from Kerala, they can read. It will be in Malayalam. If you go to her Facebook page, also a lot of stories are there. And Hridayam Marmarangal, her book was a really wonderful one, and she's known for her beautiful storytelling, which takes readers back in time and fills them with nostalgia and joy. And for me, she's a proud mother and a great wife of government servant again. So I'm really happy to have her here with us today.
Thank you, Omnath.
Thank you. And Dr. Sini Sunny, she's joining from Birmingham, USA. She's an American Heart Association postdoctoral fellow at the University of Alabama at Birmingham. So I think she is doing her research to safeguard all of us, because all are having stress, strain, and all those things nowadays, and people are getting heart attack so often. So her research is in cardiovascular biology, mainly focuses on heart failure patients. And she also serves as a coordinator and advisor for the Global Young Research Academy, GERA, in the USA, guiding and motivating students in the research. That is also a really wonderful initiative. They promote research mentality within the students. Everybody, many people are telling our education system has big, it is something that the Europeans created to create a clerical stuff for them. Still, we are continuing with the same thing, but the research mentality should grow within the community. They are serving globally, but they have association with many schools in India. I was just going through the profile, and it was really appreciated by many. And I I was telling her we should really collaborate because the vision is almost same. Dr. Soumya Krishnan, I'm going to her now. She's a research scientist at State University of New York, Department of Medicine. Her work focuses on pulmonary pharmacology, cancer biology, and cardiovascular science. So she's also helping us in different way. And you may be thinking, what is these people doing here in this Women's Day, and what they are going to talk? Actually, why I wanted to bring them in. See, I have seen many middle class family people struggling to come out of that, the boundaries set by the society and pursue their dream. I have seen these two doing that in their career and passion. Both of them are dancers, and here I mentioned only for Soumya Krishnan, but both of them are going behind that also. And she is also supporting the young generation for towards the research passion. And Dr. Vandana VS, I think she has a very good role here today because a psychologist uh, should be knowing what is happening in the society. They interact with many people. They study on that. So psychologist and assistant professor at the Department of Psychology, Christ College, Irinjalakuda. She's here with us, and she was introduced to me as a very good mentor and guide, and she inspires a lot of students. That is what the first feedback I got when her name was coined before me. And her researches, I was really interested. I was going through the Google Scholar profile. It covers family dynamics, actually, child development, moral values, and effects of problematic internet usage on students. We had a program, Outpace Academy, conducted during COVID time. We conducted a program. Nobody can stop children or students or younger generation from using the mobile or internet, but we have to streamline it towards something positive. How can they use it positively? And for that, we were conducting the chess classes and all. So actually, she is the right person to tell us the behind story. Here, everybody else know the outside story, what is happening in the society, but the psychology of women, the psychology of men, and also the children, and there will be a mindset of society also. So when all these people join together, the psychology of the society get created. I believe so. So she will be able to guide us, and I'm really honored to have her here today with us. I think I should stop. Thank you very much for joining. That's thank
Uh, Thank you, sir, for that wonderful introduction. We now look forward hearing from our esteemed chief guest. Moving forward, we now come to one of the most insightful segment of our event, the panel discussion. This section will bring together experienced vision to share their perspective on Women's Day. To lead this engaging conversation, I am pleased to invite our moderator, Anjana, our artist and educator of Outpace Academy, who will be guiding us through this thought-provoking discussion. Let's welcome Anjana.
Thank you, Elisri. Good evening, everyone. First of all, happy Women's Day to all of you. And today we gather to celebrate dreams. The one we have, the one we pursue, and the one waiting to be discovered. So first, I will introduce the theme of today. The theme of today is the importance of having your own dream. Most often, the women's fail to nurture our own dreams or ambitions due to various factors, maybe due to family, maybe due to pressure from the society, and maybe due to own insecurity. So we'll be discovering and we'll be discovering and discussing on some of the important questions, and I will yeah I'll be telling how the meeting will be going, We'll begin in the alphabetical order. We'll ask each panelist a question, and you will have maximum of 5 minutes to share your thoughts. Let's keep the questions positive and the answers positive. And after each panelist share your ideas, we'll be having an open floor for the audience to discuss your questions. So let's go to the first question. Let's initiate our discussion. I will like to ask each panelist a question, that is, what positive experience or influences have inspired you to pursue your dreams? I will repeat the questions once more. What positive experience or influences have inspired you to pursue your dreams? So the first question is to Dr. Vandana ma'am. So, ma'am, please go ahead.
Good evening, all, and thank you for the question. And first of all, the positive experience I have faced in my entire journey. That may be from my personal life experience, and that may be from my career development or professional development. Altogether, I can just try to explain it. So I think it's a life of journey. We may have some mixed type of emotions like positive and negative. What we think in reflecting on our memories, most people may have a negative feedback about our own life experience. That is a biology inside in our brain itself. Because in the negative experience, we may have a lot of high level of physiological arousals are there. That is the scientific process behind our why we have the negative memories behind all these things. So you mainly focus on the positive experience. So I usually try to explain the positive experience. And from my journey itself, from starting from my career, I just started from my +2 and degree and post-graduation, MPhil, B.Ed, SETNet. And after all, I just lastly completed my PhD. Actually, during my PhD journey, that was the most striking event for me, and that was my most heart-touching event for me, and that was so much emotional event for me, because it is the tightest period. It was the tightest period, but at the same time, this was the most memorable moment in my life. It's the only because when we are faced with such kind of circumstances where we believe that I have to move on. And at the same time, we may have such kind of negative experiences from our outsiders, even within from ourselves. Because having a dream is it's not kind of coincidence thing. It's a gradual processing, and it is a perseverance process where we have to continually work on that particular thing. And we have come across with a lot of struggles within the family itself, because my mother-in-law was the strong supporter for mine, even than my husband. Because during this time, she eventually goes to such kind of physical conditions and bedridden for 2 years. And that was actually, at that time, I just felt that for the sake of her dream itself, I have to continue. Because that much bond we have with in ourselves. So the positive experiences I mentioning about my family itself, because as such, how the family was interacting with us, or how the family bonding are there, definitely our dream and our survival skills will be maintained in a more positive manner. Then the second thing I just close to is whether we have the necessity to do something, whether there is a need to something. Definitely, we will channelize something. Or for example, when my PhD topic was among intervention study among behavioral issues, children with the behavioral issues. So especially my data collection was done through the COVID time. So it was not possible to meet the children, meet the parents, and have the interaction session with them. So I opted for the online sessions, and at that time I faced a different type of difficulties, because some children may have such a kind of difficulties to be interacted in the program. So I roughly sat down and called them in each day, and I plan accordingly what to do next. So I give such a kind of prioritization in the sense that what is the most important one thing, what is the necessities, what are the immediate thing I have to do. So by practicing the prioritization, I get a channel to complete that process. And the next difficulties I have faced during the third year, because third year of my research work, because I just joined the PhD after my MPhil and after my teaching. So I have a strong overconfidence. Now I can able to say that that was my overconfidence. I was a strong overconfidence that I will complete this PhD within 3 or 4 years. This is so simple. But when entered to that particular stream, it was like a what I can say that we cannot see the edge of that particularly. That was not in depth. When we forced to see that particular line, we have forced to enter the next level. So that kind of stage, I stuck in many different aspects. I have stuck in many different aspects. I even thought that it is better to quit. Even these kind of thoughts may emerge in me to why I am quitting. So there may be some kind of resources will be there. Especially I may face some kind of anxieties or tensions, or not a depression, but some kind of symptoms like depressions have been started on me, that I just sat down on the sofa set and watched the whole movie during the entire day without doing anything, because I am stuck what to do next. After 1 or 2 days, I am just reflected that so this is not fair. I have to move on. What the next step I have to? So I searched and sat down. I just practicing such a kind of meditation, relaxation techniques. So I have a clear picture on to contact. Mentoring started. I just started mentoring. I just contacted other persons who can able to help me, who can able to guide me. My guide is also there. I just interacted with her, and such kind of interaction within the co-scholars that facilitated me to move on. Even though I think what I am saying this point is that even though we are very firm in particular organization, or we are very enthusiastic person, or a very high professional person, but in some time we may feel very depressed, or we may feel very stuck in our entire life period. That's no natural. That's so natural that we have to address it. We have to move on it. That is another positive experience, positive impact that I got during my entire life period. And the last point I just wanted to quote in this question is that I had taken classes for students, or 1 or 2 classes for students before my PhD journey. But when there is a need to attend, when there is a need to collect the children, when there is a need to interact with the parents, I have to break my own comfort zone to get up from my comfort zone and go to the society. I interacted with so many people, police officers, ORC project members. I become the ORC trainer for the past 5 years, only because I need them. When I entered to them, I just understand that, okay, this is fine. I can able to give such kind of valuable insights to the children, to the society, to the parents. So after that, I just have a lot of classes, a lot of sessions, and lot of interactions with the parents. After all, I am telling that I am not a high person. I am not a that much polishing my all such things in front of us. It's only thing that everyone has such dream. Everyone has such potentialities. The only thing we need to identify, realize, and reflect. That is the only thing, and that I have got as an experience throughout my
So much,
journey.
ma'am. Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. That was really a positive and inspiring answer to begin with. And I really appreciate that you talked about family support, positive, focusing on positive experience, prioritizing things, and and you talked about getting out of your comfort zone. Yeah, thank you so much for such a positive answer. Let's move on to the other panelist, to Srimati Anida Menon, ma'am. Ma'am, can you please tell about what positive experiences or influences have inspired you to pursue your dreams?
Thank you. Thank you for the question, and good evening to everyone. And it is indeed an honor and a privilege to be able to address young minds and also, I think, experts in this field. So I would like to thank my young guru and friend Omnathji for this opportunity. And I have lived my life in different continents. I've lived in Asia, of course. I've been to Africa. I've been to North America. I've been to different places, and also I've had uh, the good fortune to be exposed to different kinds of culture and living styles and even beliefs and philosophies. So coming back to the positive experiences, I think as a child, I was surrounded by very strong women, mostly very powerful and strong women. And I have always felt that Indian women, uh, in my opinion, are I think women who are able to juggle a whole lot. They are the talent is mind-boggling how they are able to manage the home, manage a professional career, nurture, care for children, all of that, and do it in the most a wonderful and detailed manner. So that has always impressed me. So positive experiences, strong role models, including my mother, my sisters, and my classmates and all of that. And also, I would say positive experiences. I read a lot of books and poems, and that is also a very beautiful world. As Omnathji had explained, I now work at a school called the Yellow Train School, which has been founded on love for children. This is what it is called. And until grade 5, there is no formal education at all, formal assessment. And they are allowed to study whatever they like. And this has been inspired by the book called Toto Chan, in which there is during the World War II, there is a professor who decides to take some classes. While the war is happening, there's a lot of strife, but he decides to take some classes in an empty wagon, which has been abandoned, and children are encouraged to come there and study their own subject of interest, which is really very unusual. And these children actually went on to become great thinkers of the century. So this founder, Ms. Sandhya Vikram, was inspired by this, and she dreamt of starting a school like this. And that is how Yellow Train came into being. It's a wonderful place, and there we also we have satsangs where all the teachers come together. There is a sangha in the morning, which I find is a very positive way to begin the day. We sing meditative songs, and we also have some meditative reading. And after that, there is always some space or some time that is kept aside for sharing. You can bring in your personal difficulties or your professional challenges. And it is a totally non-judgmental space where you don't have to worry about how it's going to be received. And also we practice deep listening, where mostly you're just heard. There is no there won't be a quick resolution given to you. It is just for you to voice out your fears and share how you feel with people that you can trust, and also the confidentiality will be safe. So we call it mindfulness and transactional analysis. So I also believe that sisterhood is powerful. So you need to have a network, a strong circle of trustworthy friends where you can go to in times of despair or when you feel rather helpless. That is also something that is essential. Also, during the COVID days, times were a little bleak, and we were not able to meet our colleagues or even to go out and have interactions as we used to. So that was the time that I got interested in the Gita, and it was something for me to keep my spirits up and to keep the hope and the faith. So, during that journey, I was connected to Omnath Ji, and from then on, we've been having very interesting sessions on Sundays with lots of debates and analysis and sharing our understanding and beliefs. Also, I would like to read out a poem right now, which is very close to my heart. I feel that it is rather inspirational, especially for young minds. And if you'll allow me, so Our Deepest Fear by Marianne Williamson. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it is in everyone. As we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. I would like to close my remarks on the question that you've asked with this. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. That was really an inspiring answer. And what you talk about, the women's inspired you since childhood, and how Indian women are multitasking. That is a great point. And also about Yellow Train School. That's actually really interesting to know about how the school runs and all. Also, the poem. What strikes me is the stanza which says, "It is our light, not the darkness, which scares us the most." I think we all need to take this thing in our mind. Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. With that, we are moving forward to Dr. Soumya Krishnan. Thank you so much. With this, we are moving forward to Dr. Soumya Krishnan, ma'am. Ma'am, what positive experience or influences have inspired you to pursue your dreams? Please go ahead.
Very good evening to all of you. First of all, I would like to express my sincere thanks for this great platform on this special occasion to share my thoughts. Basically, this question, whenever I heard the term dream, the person who inspires me is Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, and is saying, he said that dream is something that we are not seen in sleep. Dream that keep our inner self awake. So something which actually works or makes us to work to make a spark in our mind into a reality is that is what we can call as dream. So that is what dream is about. Whenever we heard that comes to my mind, and then this actually helps us to have a positive purpose in life. So this thing begins when I started my career as a scientist when I was doing my undergraduation in biochemistry. Before that, I started my schooling in a very small village in a government Malayalam medium school. But there were so many scientific aspects, scientific competitions were there. I was so interested in science, basically. Then how can we move forward with science? That was a question. Then I chose this branch of science, biochemistry, where I learned the importance of drug discovery. There are so many branches, so many diseases are coming recently. most of them are like, we know there are many diseases with treatments, but there are so many other diseases like cancers, and my current research area, pulmonary fibrosis, the treatments are not very sufficient. So that, to me, that was very interesting, and what I can do with my education, that was the question. And then I continued my passion in research. There I see there are so many people inspiring women in science, including my mentor. I cannot thank her, my mentor, Dr. M.S. Sri Priya. She always says a thing like, Soumya, remember, sky is the limit. So I always keep that thing in my mind, where whenever I am upset, being a woman, being a mother, being a wife and a daughter, it's not very easy. Like, I'm not blaming anyone, or men are very superior, nothing like that. But we have this many kinds of responsibilities other than them. And having a passion and moving with that is not a very easy task. So always this quote or her statements reminds me to move forward. Sky is the limit. And then I moved to United States. Here also, I am fortunate to work with many vibrant women. I try to learn many things from them. And now what I learned, I wanted to implement in my career, and so that I can support people. That's how it works.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. I would like to point out a few really interesting things you said about APJ Abdul Kalam. He inspired all of us. We should actually remember him while we are discussing such an important topic about dreams. And also, it's very inspiring to hear that you pursued a childhood dream of studying science, and you are at this position now. That's really really inspiring to hear. Also, we all should have a passion and move forward. Sky is the limit. Thank you so much for such words. Now let's move forward. Let's move forward to Srimati Geeta Joshi. Ma'am, what positive experiences or influences have inspired you to pursue your dreams?
Hi, good evening to everyone. First of all, let me thank Omnath and his team for inviting me to this forum. Actually, I'm very much thrilled hearing all the experiences of all the previous glorious ladies who spoke before me. I was thinking, I cannot say a single experience, and I didn't have a single dream, and I didn't have a single experience which helped me to pursue that dream. At different ages, my dreams were different. Actually, in childhood, I was very much obsessed with mathematics, so I wanted to be an engineer. So I went for engineering, okay. And I was given the freedom to choose my subject by my parents. And after that, after doing engineering, I had to move to the banking field. Actually, to be frank, I never loved the banking, but I had to move to that field. So there, my dream was how to manage my things properly, how to manage my job, how to excel in my job, what was given to me by life, and how to balance between my life, my family, and my job. Okay. So from these experiences, after that, now I have taken VRS and I have become a writer. Actually, that is when I turn back, that is the major dream I had throughout my life, I feel now. But when I think back, the main thing that we need to pursue a dream is freedom. Okay, we should be given the freedom of choice, freedom of thought, freedom of action. Everybody surrounding us, whether our parents or our family or husband or our children, they should be supportive enough to give us freedom to pursue whatever dream we have. That is what I learned from my life. Okay. During my everybody has who spoke here have told about their official life or whatever they have undergone pursuing their dreams. My official life, being in bank, was a very tense life actually. Omnath must be knowing that we were in same bank. So in that life, I never got time to think about what was my dream or what should I do to pursue my dream like that. Throughout the years of official life, I was balancing about my personal life and my official life, and actually I had forgotten to think about actually what was my dream. Only after getting out of that job, I became myself. I got an opportunity to think about myself, my thoughts, my aspirations. What should I do to achieve my happiness in this life like that? And finally, I started writing, which was one of my obsession during my childhood. And I was what to say fortunate enough to bring up with my first book, Hridayam Marmarangal, and it was widely accepted. My what to say, it contains everything: my dreams, my experiences, my life, my happiness, everything. So what I want to tell the future, what I feel is that the present generation is having a clear vision, what they want, how they should move, what is their dream, how should they achieve it, what are the ways towards it. Everything is clear before this present generation. It's not like our generation. We didn't have a very clear idea about our future or vision, but now every child I see, every child I talk to, they are very much clear about their vision. That's a very positive thing about the existing generation. I am very happy. Everybody is very mature than their age. Okay. So that is my experience. I don't have much to say about this. Okay. And especially I congratulate Dr. Vandana for her struggles, what she has undergone for pursuing her PhD. I very much appreciate what she talked about. Okay. And wish you everybody a great future, and may God bless you all to pursue your dreams. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. That was a very different angle we got from you, how you managed everything, and how you tried to excel in everything when you were young. And after that, after taking VRS, how you pursued your dream of being a writer and published Hridayam Marmarangal. That's really inspiring for us. So let's move on to the other panelist. Other panelist, Dr. Sini Sunny. Ma'am, please, yeah, please give your valuable insights on this topic.
From yesterday, Anjana is pronouncing your word as Simi Sunny.
Okay.
That's why I took another minute to.
Okay. Thank you for the warm introduction. I'm first of all very excited to be a part of this initiative, especially on this special day. From my perspective, positive experience, positive vibes, everything, I feel like that kind of changes should begin within each of us. The moment we realize that you need a change, that is the moment your dream takes shape. For me, I believe a dream is not a passing thought, and it needs to be visualized every day. For some people, the need for change comes through self-motivation, but for some others, it may be inspired by those surrounding them. For me, actually, my greatest motivation always my mother. I'm just narrating a small story. I grew up in a small village in Kerala as the daughter of two tailors. You can imagine a very low-class family. At one point, my mother becomes the sole breadwinner for the family. So I found herself like she got the necessity and she had to prioritize the kids, and that was the starting point of her dreams. She never taught me to dream, but she showed me how to dream. Through her hard work, self-motivation, she taught me the power of resilience, determination, and the value of knowledge. She always insisted me to focus on your studies more because she don't want to make her face make her children to face the struggles what she have gone through. She struggled a lot through her life, nurturing two kids. She would always tell me, visualize your dream to achieve it. Just visualize it. So in such way, she passes her legacy to me. I'm saying like it's not a smooth journey for me, as Dr. Vandana said. For all the PhD graduates, it will never happen. It was very hardship. So throughout my education, I faced really stuck in between because of the financial constraints and the pull down mentality from others and lack of emotional support. I feel like the resilience power I gained from my mother was my only motivation, was my only positive vibe to move on. I started visualizing every day about my dream, securing higher marks, my PhD graduation, and publishing papers, even coming to the USA for my higher studies, having good family, good friends, everything I started visualizing. For me, I feel like everything you can achieve when you come out of your comfort zone. As Dr. Vandana already mentioned, getting out of your comfort zone give you challenges. There you face a necessity to overcome the challenges. That's it. Then you start think out of the box to make it happen. That's all you need. Your dream take shape there. That's why then I feel I realize, okay, I have to do something for the society. I have to pass my legacy to the society. So I learned to prioritize myself first, and I identified my strength as education and my research, and I started collaborating with the likely-minded people who can radiate actually positive energy. So I got an opportunity to work with as an advisor in Global Young Researchers Academy, where we are guiding middle class and high school students to do their own thesis, and ultimately they will submit their PhD thesis at their young age itself. Nobody can even imagine. So think about that was a dream actually comes from someone, the founder of Jaira, Dr. Finosh. Actually, he passes the dream, he passes his legacy to the society. So what I am understanding is the positive experience. You need to have a dream. So then what you can do actually is you should prioritize yourself. You have to come out of the comfort zone, and then you have to identify your strength. Very important factor, collaborate with likely minded people, and every day you have to visualize your dreams are coming true. You visualize it like you are in a stage, you are doing this, that, this one, that one. I mean, like whatever the dreams, you just visualize it. That is known as visualizing technique. I'm doing it every day. And the last one is pass your legacy by uplifting others too. Even it can be your kids, your siblings, your friends. Ultimately, it will pass through the society. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for that words. The story you told about your childhood and how your mother inspired you to be resilient in life. That is really most some of us can relate to. And also, it's a very inspiring thing that you are doing. In the Global Young Research Academy for the young minds, and the point you talked about collaborating with like-minded people, that is very important. I think also we should pass on the legacy. Those were really nice words from you. So thank you so much, ma'am. Let's go to the next round. Here we'll start with Vandana ma'am, Dr. Vandana ma'am, and I'll be asking the question, an individual question to each panelist this time. So to Vandana ma'am, the question is, how can a mother having her own voice and opinion positively shape a child's mindset and future? So this is to Vandana ma'am. How can a mother having her own voice and opinion positively shape a child's mindset and future? Ma'am?
Okay, yes. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the question. Again, it's based on the family interaction. It's purely based on the family interaction, because nowadays it's a big question, and it's a big concern for even within every one of us. How we can shape the positive, how we can mold the child in a positive ways, isn't it? So I think we should be very touch with them, interact with them, and we should have to know whatever the changes they are being faced with, or whatever the struggles they are being faced with in each and every moment. We know that in each day, everyone facing different type of difficulties or problems or any kind of issues, where some individuals may be able to stuck with that. Maybe some individuals, some children may can able to overcome with that. Some individuals may just sing into that particular situation. So it is our responsibility as a mother of 2 children, and as a mother of 19 years old one. So I am facing different struggles. Actually, during my PhD period, I have struggled a lot. I have know that I have to face a lot of struggles during my academics or professions. So I just started a conversation with my children before my starting the PhD, because I just sat with them and told about what I am going to do and what are the difficulties you have to be faced with this, because I may not have the time to have an interaction with such kind of in different times. If you need some special time with me, you have to address me, because I may have a lot of limitations within this, because I have to run my family. I have to be in that time, the house constructions is also working on, and I have to be work with all these situations. So I gave such a prior information to my children. So whenever you need some kind of interactions or conversation, obviously we had such kind of interactions on a daily basis. But somehow, in some time, we may just get into our own work. We may not get time to interact with them. So I just informed them about what I am going to do. So that make them, maybe that helped them to have a impact on what they have to do during this time. And I especially thank my children, because during their during their end exams, I was not there fully in that particular tough period. But being the presence of mind, I just went them and sat with them and have a talk with them. Even that was enough for them. And I strongly agree one point, that a strong communication. That is the most important thing we have to do. Only with the communication, the strong positive communication, and with that communication might be unconditional and non-judgmental, and be empathetic. That is the most important thing we have to give to our children. Be empathetic towards them. We have to, even though we are in a 30s or 40s, our children may be in their 10, 15-year-old, 17-year-old children. So I have to think in their perspective. They cannot be think in my own perspective, but I can think in their own perspective. That is the empathetic understand, and there is an unconditional positive regard should be there. Basically, these are the basic skills should be implied in our counseling skills. Actually, these skills should be imparted in our family. There's a major thing to shape our family, and a close interaction and openness. Whatever they've made a mistake, or whatever I maybe we are all humans, we may have some kind of mistakes or negligence. Whatever I had with them, or whatever I had in my research areas, I just spoke to them when I come to home. Parvati or Shivani, these are my two daughters' name. These are the faults I have just done. So they will make a clear sense that this is the right way, this is not the right way. So how I managed all these things, they can able to observe. So we are not supposed to hide any from our children of being that they are the children. They can able to understand, they can able to observe, they can be able to assess even our own face. When a mother is able to understand the child face, that child can able to understand the mother's face too. So that kind of interaction and intimacy or such all these things might be helped them in a very better manner, I think.
Thank you so much, ma'am. That was really a new insight for us, talking about how you informed your kids before starting off the academic journey, and that was really a simple but a bold move from your side, and how we should how we should communicate more, how the communication should be unconditional and non-judgmental. That is really new insight for us. So let's move on to the other panelist. Next is Srimati Anida Menon, ma'am. The question is, what are the positive impact of a mother pursuing her career or on her child's growth and perspective? What are the positive impact of a mother pursuing her career on her child's growth and perspective?
Okay. Thank you for the question. So I am actually a veterinary doctor. I have done I've graduated in veterinary sciences from Manati, and later on I went and I pursued my master's degree in Nova Scotia at Dalhousie University. And I have tried my best to not to let go of my career while I was raising my child. I have a son who's now in Canada, much older now, of course. Yes, and I think coming to the positive impacts that choosing a career had on my child as he was growing up, I would think is that I think he should appreciate that all women that he might even come across will have their own desires, their own qualities, their own interests, their own passions. And it is very important for those men or even women in their lives to support them in whatever way possible, respect them, and also in some way, help them achieve their dreams, and understand that a woman, while there is nothing wrong in it, she is not to be confined to household chores or to the kitchen, or also, as I mentioned in the earlier poem, she doesn't have to hide her light. She can do, maybe she will fall. It is not like we are super women and we can do everything and do everything excellently. We may fall, we may drop the ball, but then it is most important to pick it up. And I think as Vandana ma'am was also explaining and saying how it is very important to be transparent and expose the child to the real world difficulties that one faces, for instance, taking care of the hearth and home, as they say, and also doing well. Because quite often I would find myself in Canada in the emergency room when I had an exam the next day, and everybody else was studying earnestly, and I had to take care of my child. But then there have also been times when, for instance, when I graduated, there was only my son to witness my graduation ceremony in Canada. And it was a very special moment in my life. And I'm very glad that now I see he understands and also appreciates the fact that women are capable of multiple things, and one should never discourage them. And I think, the importance of helping them coexist and also helping them follow their dreams, because I think daring to dream, it is something that each child, as you come into being and as you grow, you realize there are so many things in this world that you could achieve, and there are certain things that attract you more than the others. And I think everybody is entitled to follow their dreams and they should be supported. Thank you.
Yeah, that was really inspiring how your family is supporting you, and also how you managed the academic journey, the long academic journey of being a doctor, and how you pursued your dream and came till now. So let's move on to the one more question to Dr. Soumya Krishnan. Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. In your view, how can a family collectively contribute to raising happy, confident children instead of the responsibility solely falling on the mother?
This is a wonderful question. Family bonding is very important, because seeing a great parents, only a child will learn so many things, values, how a father treats his mother. There he or she started to learn things, right? And also, if mother is a working woman, there are plus and minus. If I think about my childhood, my mother, she was a working woman. She was working 42 years in central government postal department. Actually, I learned from her the importance of education, and why I have to continue my studies. I learned from her. Maybe I will miss my mother many times emotionally. The working hours, whenever we come back from school, I may not be seeing her. But because we are all grown in a very middle family or small, we are not born with any silver spoon. Education was so important for us. Because my mother was working woman, I could understand that the importance of money. It helps. Money is not everything, but money is needed. If you need something to some desires can be fulfilled with money, right? So I was having that decision. When I complete my education, I want to work, because it's for family, or at the end of the day, it is for the family, right? So the children will learn the importance of discipline. We will automatically learn the way of discipline, organization, time management, so many things we will learn. And we will also learn the importance of ambition in life. So it's very important. These skills we can learn in different aspects. And I have seen the children, they are independent actually. Then they don't need every time mother or father. They do things independently. Of course, they need in every point of our life, we need our parents. They need, but they will be little more independent than a parent who are 24 hours available. They will be little more, they think differently, they have their own opinion. We are training them in a very younger stage. That's what my opinion.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Emphasizing about the financial independence part of a woman. It is really important to be financially independent, because money, as you said, money is not important, but it is much needed for any pursuing any dream. So thank you so much for that insight. As time is moving on, let's ask others if they have any other questions to
Yeah.
the audience. Yeah.
From the audience, if they have questions, they can ask, because the time is almost 9:50.
Yeah.
So Anjana, may I?
Sure. Go ahead.
Good evening, all. Myself, Naina, Accounts Assistant of Outplace Academy. Happy Women's Day to all. And the talk was truly inspiring. My question is, what message can you give to the women who are afraid to take the first step towards their dream? Anybody can answer.
I think now we can give the chance to Sini
Yeah,
ma'am.
Sini
Geeta.
ma'am.
Yeah.
We can give to Sini ma'am.
So the same question I asked 10 years back to myself. Okay. Then I started prioritizing myself. I started self-love. And that's all. You started self-prioritizing, self-love, then you will come out of it. Then you will have that ambition to do the best for you. Okay. So it's not for anybody else and it's for ourselves. So first we need to be happy. So what makes you happy? That you have to identify. It can be like anything. If you want to do any education, if you want to do some, I don't know, your strength. As I mentioned in the first session, first you identify your strength. For each person, it is unique. Okay, so that you have to find it out. Sit properly, do some medication, and just find it out. What is your ambition? What is your strength? Okay, then start like prioritizing that one. Then everything will comes in your way. Just start visualizing. Then if you are afraid of something, just start visualizing like, okay, I come out of that scenario and I'm handling it very easily. Just do it, it will work out. That's what I did and it works for me.
Thank you, ma'am. So we need for the answer. We need to visualize. We need to fix the ambition. We need to visualize, and we need to prioritize our dreams and goals. Thank you so much for that answer. Anyone else have a question?
Yeah, hi. Yeah,
Hello.
I'm Aishwarya, working as relationship executive at Outpace Academy. I would like to ask if you had to give one piece of advice to young women about dreaming big, what would it be?
So this question is to Anita ma'am.
Thank you for the question. And it has been truly informative and very invigorating discussion today. And I would say, I think Aishwarya is asking me, what advice would I give if someone who is afraid to take the first step towards following her dreams? Yeah, I have found that reading autobiographies really helps. In our school, for instance, we always encourage our children to read powerful autobiographies. For instance, I could speak about the story of a young girl called Anne Frank who overcomes many, many, many difficulties, and yet if you read her memoirs, they are so inspiring, despite having to live in an attic for the entire part of her life when the Nazis had during the Gestapo regime. She is definitely a role model. So I think reading autobiographies like this would definitely encourage people. And these are actually, life journeys that people have undertaken. There is also I Am Malala, the story of the girl who stood up for education and was shot by the Taliban. So that is another very inspiring story, how this girl goes on despite her setback, how she, decides and goes on to become such a powerful voice. There is also the young Greta Thunberg, who is an activist at a very young age. There is also Becoming by Michelle Obama, which is also a very inspiring book, and how she, made the White House a place that was comfortable for people to walk in, especially ladies to walk in. And of course, we have from our times before, probably from history, we have Sarojini Naidu, we have Indira Gandhi, we have so many powerful women. And I would say that it is going to help you if you read autobiographies of these people. Also, listen to life journeys of people you might be meeting. Try to understand their journey. There are so many. We would never know. For instance, today we realize the narratives that were that came up here was so enriching, and then you have so much of respect for these people, and then you also understand it is possible. They have done it, so why should I not? do it. So I think learn from interactions and experiences from people around you and autobiographies and biographies.
So much,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Thanks for reminding us of all those inspiring and strong women from history, especially on this Women's Day. So let's move on. And any more questions?
Hi, it's Divya here. I'm a parent.
Okay.
So I want to ask how to empower ourselves and the women around us.
Okay. This question is to Geeta, ma'am. Ma'am.
Yeah, you're muted.
Yeah. It was mute. Can you repeat the question?
Yes, ma'am. How to empower ourselves and the women around us.
It's a good question, actually. To empower ourselves, we have to become strong. We have to learn from the surroundings. We have to set our goals. We have to enjoy the happiness. And we have to walk towards the goal. That's what I feel. Hello?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for the answer. You reminded us women to be strong. Yeah, I think that's one of the most important thing we should remember. Any more questions?
I have
Can I
seen,
ask?
somebody is asking, yeah, please.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you
So,
are.
hi, myself, Sumisha. I'm a medical student in Georgia. Firstly, happy Women's Day to each and everyone who's present here. So, I was listening to every guest answers and noticed repeatedly saying struggling, multitasking, managing, and what more, yeah. They're managing family, pursuing dreams. So, basically, work-life balance is a major challenge for many working mothers or women. So, my question is, do you think workplaces can do more to support them? And yeah, if so, what specific policies or changes would make a real difference?
Who would like to answer that question?
Can give some advice.
Yeah.
Actually, there is no work-life balance from my perspective. It's all about your day-to-day priorities. Someday you have to give priority to your family. Someday you have to give priority to the work. So it will be like it's going in that way. It's nothing like work-life balance. Everybody is talking about this one, but nothing will work out if you are going in that way, 50%, 50% like that. Just be mindful when you are there. If you are in the family, just be mindful with your kids, give quality time, and not think about anything else. When you are in the workplace, the same thing. If you are just trying to mix up, then you feel like I need a work-life balance. It's just all about like mindful thoughts and mindful working. Anybody can just
Yeah.
give suggestions. Yeah.
I would like to add something like as we are researchers, our job is something different. We have to continuously, maybe in dream also, we have to think about research or what I'm going to do next day. So there is no work-life balance, to be honest. Even if somebody say researcher's life is so easy, it's not the fact. So what we can do, the time management we have to learn. That is very important. That is very important for any ladies, anybody, any individual. It doesn't matter whether it's a male or a female. We have to learn the micromanagement and the time management. We have to plan our day. We have to prioritize, as Dr. Sini pointed out. Then we have to keep the pessimistic thoughts. We even though the situation goes wrong, challenges will come, obstacles will come. We have to train our mind, whatever happens, I am going to give my best. I'm going to give my 100%. Then if something doesn't work also, we won't feel regretted. So please don't expect any support we will get, because any workplace, they do have their own rules and regulations. We cannot change, or sometimes we can't even question about it. What we can do, how we are training ourselves to handle the situation. I think that is my experience. Out of my experience, I'm just sharing what works for me.
Yeah, as the entrepreneur here, I should add for that, because okay, I'm not that part in the panel, but since this is the question, there is a big debate happening in India. The entrepreneurs are divided into two. Some of them told you should be working for more than 70 hours a week, and somebody told no, it is not like that. What you get when you look at your wife's face, you go at home, and when you look at your wife's face, somebody asked like that. So this discussion is happening in India. According to me, I was discussing with a few of my teammates last day. We have to have a proper time management. Like if you are doing this task, write down. So I'm doing this at this time, and I have to focus on this. So give a time for even for your lunch. Okay, when I'm taking lunch, don't take your computer or don't take your mobile phone and sit to have your food. Since Outpace Academy is completely operating online, most of our staff and teachers are working from home. So as an entrepreneur, I face this problem. Like they feel like always I'm working. Okay, when I interact with them, they feel like I am working every time. But what I felt is divide your time. From this time to this, I will be doing this, and from this time to this, I will be doing this. So when you, as Sini ma'am told, every time if you feel like you are working, then gone. So whenever you talk to somebody at your home, just keep the work aside and focus on that. But you should have the bell. Okay, my work time starts from this, so I have to do that during the work hours. So divide it to complete the task, complete the work. When you prioritize, things will be easy to handle. So that is what we all are doing. I think we should be getting more training on that. Indian mothers are good at time management, but nowadays even the men are facing the same issue. But I think mothers are, and actually the women are good at time management in India. But don't get stressed. I was discussing the same thing with a few of my colleagues last week. That's why I'm telling, divide your time, prioritize your work, and complete it. That is what we have to do. And one of the main problem that our country faces is a lack of appropriate skills. If you have an Excel sheet, people are telling I have to sit and type the whole day, but there are a lot of other things that help us to do that. So upskill yourself. That will reduce your time to complete one task, and you will be able to easily complete that task, and you will get enough free time. But one more thing is that even people know how to do it easily, they usually tend to finish or do the work just like what habit they have. Like, okay, I'm doing like this, so I will be like this. That attitude we have to change, upskill, and prioritize your work, divide your time, and complete the task. That is the thing I can give you as an entrepreneur here, because the question is pointed towards me. I have to answer for that. That is why I interfered. Thank you. Janan, time is up. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much for the answer. So now I think
One more thing, can I add? You are about to conclude. That's why if anybody has got any questions, you can share it. We will definitely share this with the panelist, and we'll get you the answer from them, and to the same number from which you got the link. That is to the same number you can share your questions if you have. We will get the answer from them, and we'll share with you. We don't have much time here, that's why. Anjana, you can proceed. I'm sorry.
Then
it's
we'll proceed to the conclusion part. So let's wrap it up of today's wonderful discussion with such amazing panelists. First, I would like to thank Vandana ma'am for giving us such an insight about how we should communicate well with our family members and how we should focus on the positive experiences. Next, I thank Anida ma'am for reminding us of the power of an Indian woman. Thanks for inspiring us through your work. Next to Soumya, ma'am, for reminding us on having a passion and moving forward. Sky is the limit. And for showing us how you pursued your childhood dream. And next is to Geeta Joshi, ma'am, of how you managed to balance your career and family, and also how you published your dream of becoming a writer and how you published the Hridayam or Marangal after the retirement. Next to Simi, ma'am, for your words on being resilient and how we can find the positive things from our struggles, and how we can make it as an it as a motivating factor for our dreams in the later phase of our life. So yeah, that is from my side. And also I would like to conclude it with a famous African adage saying, just for us to remember, is that if you educate a boy, you educate a man. But if you educate a girl, you train a village. So with that, I would like to end my talk. Happy Women's Day to all of you. And do not forget to dream big. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you all.
I would
Yeah.
like to express my sincere gratitude to Anshana and Sri Omnath for inviting me to such an amazing platform where we had such a thought-provoking and insightful collaboration with the audience and the panelists and even the organizers, and hope this process may continue for the next process also to the next levels. So I always thank you so much.
I'm
Thank you
wondered.
and all the best to all of you. Thank you.
Okay, you can conclude, Arati.
Please.
Okay. You can call Sri Ramya for conclusion. Sri Ramya, you can.
Yeah, okay. Good evening, all. Once again, happy Women's Day to all women here. It's time to conclude. On behalf of Outpace Academy, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all speakers and panelists and all attendees who made this event a great success. Your participation and support truly made it very special. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time, interest, and expertise. Thank you for being a part of this wonderful evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Sri Ramya. As we wrap up today's discussion, is remember that dreams are not just wishes. They are the foundation of our future. Let's take inspiration from our esteemed panelists and move forward with courage, resilience, and determination to make our dreams a reality. Thank you all for being part of this enriching conversation. Happy International Women's Day. Thank you.